Hello again, everybody. One of the things that people that either don't understand or don't have the way of Christ, or maybe they have the way of Christ, but they don't understand, is they'll leave out the unity with Christ. So they'll tell you that you have to die to yourself, but they never talk about unity with Christ. They never talk about being conformable to his death, meaning that it's about everything has to do with your unity with Christ. It makes it some external thing that you have to do of rules and regulations that Christ didn't do. He didn't fully take care of. He didn't fully satisfy. So therefore, you have to go out and affect certain things. This is so that people can have sort of like a one-upmanship with other people, because essentially they feel insecure. And so by being able to say, I've divested myself of wealth, I've walked away from the workforce, I've decided to live in solitude, and I've decided to do this, or I've decided to stop drinking alcohol entirely. I don't have even a glass of wine sometimes, which, all those things are okay to do if that's what you want to do. But it gives them some kind of one-upmanship with other people, and as a leverage point of talking point, look at me, I'm more obedient, because this is what gives them their security. It makes them feel more important, is what it is. That's what it is. It makes them feel more important. It makes them feel more secure. However, what it speaks of, offering your bodies as living sacrifices to God, that are holy and acceptable. Well, how do you do that unless you're unified with Christ and in relationship to what he did? How do you die to self unless you press into what his finished work already is? See, what is the unia mystica? What is the mystical union there? And, it's fine if they want to talk about death to self in some other way, but they're talking about in the context of being right standing with God, and they are saying this is the Christian way. Well, then this has to do with your unity with Christ. It's not something separate that you do. I hear this a lot. I heard one woman a couple weeks ago sit back and said, well, I don't want to do anything that displeases God. And you could hear the fear in her voice. And it's like, I can understand that reverence towards God. I understand that kind of fear towards God. But Christ came to take away this terror. Okay? God doesn't give us a spirit of fear, but of faith and of love and of a sound mind. Yes, you should always have a fear or reverence for God, but you don't want to do anything that displeases him? Well, then don't. But without faith, it's impossible to please God. So you must trust him. Believing in the Son, that's foundational. Unity with Jesus, that's foundational. It's not something you go out there to do on your own, or something that he didn't already take care of, that you have to go out there and affect in your own flesh. And sure, if you want to make these different lifestyle decisions, I'm not going to ever drink any alcohol again, I'm going to walk away from the work world or whatever, that's fine if you want to make those decisions, but those don't, you're still not supposed to use that to bat people over the head and say, well, on the basis of this is why I'm in better standing before God. That's totally false, and that's denying what Christ did. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day, and it's always unification with Jesus Christ. And that's what a lot of people leave out. Take care, everyone. God bless you.